So a few weeks ago I reviewed the MPow Flame Bluetooth headphones, the most popular Bluetooth headphones on Amazon, by the way. And for just around $20, they are an amazing value, but I saw right under them, for just $2 more, you can get what MPow is calling the new version. But also in the name, it's declared as upgraded. So, what does $2 more get you? I'm Titus, this is the Search for Awesome, and today we are checking out the MPow M7 Bluetooth headphones. And you might have noticed it looks a little different around here. We'll talk about that too. If you like tech reviews and opinions, maybe while you're here, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss new videos. I try to post a new video every week. Now, onto the review. If you saw my video about the MPow Flames, which I think everyone saw it and loved it, universally acclaimed, changed the world. Anyway, if you saw that video, you're gonna see a familiar package. In the box, you'll find a pretty nice hard case with a variety of ear tips, including some memory foam ones that are a really nice option. But again, no power brick, just the USB cable is included. The design is familiar as well. They have two colors, black and gray. I went with the black, and it's a pretty nice design. I wouldn't call it a premium plastic, but it's nice enough and it gets the job done. It's smooth to the touch, and it has 3 buttons for control: volume up, volume down, and a button that doubles, quadruples for power, play, pause, answer phone calls, project, it does a lot of things. It's quality enough to where I don't feel like these will break easily, but they claim that they are IPX7 waterproof, which is good. But if I'm being honest, I think that requires some sort of a certification, which I heard can be expensive, and these are cheap headphones, so I don't know if I believe them, but I've sweated in these and no issues. And in terms of comfort, I can wear these for hours with no problems. I like the memory foam tips, but the rubber ones are also nice. Okay, all that's basically the same. Let's talk about what's new and what's upgraded. It is just a $2 upgrade after all, so I didn't expect the world here, but I expected something, and I would say they delivered. What gave me hope was when I was researching these, the MPow Flames mentioned on their listing superior bass, but for the M7s, the page said it has, and I quote, HD stereo sound and full range high quality audio. And if you remember in my previous MPow review, I personally like a more flat, even sound. I don't want the heavy bass. I don't want headphones with too much bass. I don't want headphones with too much treble. I want headphones that are just right. I've spent a lot of time with these, and these absolutely have a great sound, but also not too much bass. Flames had a heavy bass, but no, these are just right. In terms of audio quality, and as some might call it, audio fidelity, for the money, I don't think you can match it, because to my ears, I think they sound better than AirPods if my memory is serving me correctly. It's been a while since I've used them, and I've used them pretty limited, but yeah, and I don't have any interest in buying them to confirm. The other big, well, maybe not so big difference is MPow claims that these have 3 hours more battery life than the Flame versions. So the Flames were claimed to be between 7 and 9 hours of battery life. These are claimed to be around 10 to 12 hours of battery life. And if that's true, that's a pretty nice bump. But in my testing, not scientific, but just to give you an idea, I think these maybe are slightly better than the Flames, but it's not super noticeable. You maybe get an extra hour of battery life. I don't know, I'm not sure what's going on here, but I got through almost about the same amount of day in my testing. And I definitely would not say that it has been a 3-hour improvement. That's just ridiculous. Except my testing wasn't exactly scientific. But I will mention twice now when I was using these, they started randomly cutting out the sound. It was obnoxious, and sure enough, after it started doing this for a little bit, it would say that my battery was low. So I guess when these are starting to lose charge, they have trouble keeping that strong signal. Otherwise, they were really consistent, and even like a room or two away, you could hear it clearly from my phone. But I do wish these had fast charging. They do take a good long while to charge. One last thing, while at work, I like using my headphones in one ear at a time, and I finally found a way to use these that way effectively. You just hook the earbud you're not using on your shirt. Easy enough. All right, conclusions. I think it's awesome that MPow, this low budget brand, is able to offer something that is this cheap and pretty close to a much more expensive Bluetooth headphone. But what's even cooler is we now have two options of basically the same headphones, but with two flavors, extra bass and a more balanced sound. What other headphone maker does that? Does Bose do that? Apple? Beats? No, they all have their own approach to sound signature, but why not give us a choice? Everyone has a preference. I know a lot of you like bass, and if that's you, then the M7s aren't for you. Get those MPow Flames. But in any case, I think you'll be happy with the M7s or the Flames. These are a really, really cost-effective option and pretty close to what you might expect from much more expensive headsets. But all in all, it's just good to have a choice. Bass or balanced. And if you decide you want to pick up a pair, if you don't mind, you can use one of my affiliate links below, and that will go to help support the search for awesome. Okay, I promise I would talk about the new studio look, and I could not be more excited. I don't know if you can see it on my face. I'm pretty pumped to be in this room right now. This studio has taken 2 weeks to put together, and I think personally it looks awesome, but I would love to hear what you think. Let me know in the comments below. And I want to say thank you to each of you who have subscribed and have become a part of this community and watched these videos, because it really is because of you that I was able to do this. I wouldn't have been able to build this studio without your help. It's awesome. I just want to say thank you so much. This really does feel like a dream that is slowly coming true, but it is definitely coming true. I never even dreamed that I would be able to have something like this with these lights and this microphone above me and a nice camera and all that stuff. It's been really cool. Now, for those of you who are wanting a behind the scenes look, I am planning on doing a video pretty soon, which will be a studio tour. So you can kind of look around and see how these videos are made, the equipment that I have, how I've set up this room to be effectively used for making videos. Now you might be thinking, I never saw a video of the old space and what it looked like, and it's because it was a mess, it was embarrassing, it was just a green screen and a camera and some lights, and it was just boxes everywhere. It was awful. So let's just say when I hit 10,000 subscribers, which shouldn't take too much longer, the channel has been growing pretty steadily. Let's celebrate with a video, and we'll do a proper studio tour, and I'll walk you through everything that I use and how everything's set up and where all this stuff is from. And yeah, it should be a fun video. There's even this thing. Subscribe and maybe even enable notifications, and I might tell you what this is. That's such a lame tease. Thanks for watching, and I guess I will see you next time when the search for awesome continues. Alexa, turn off studio lights.